brothers and sisters, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go through Corinthians chapter 2. I was supposed to have a special guest today, but it doesn't seem like he's coming, so we'll just... Oh.
Hey guys.
Hey Hunter, how's it going?
Good.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Dear brothers and sisters, when I came to you, I told you the secret truths of Yahusha, but I didn't use fancy words or great wisdom. I decided that while I was with you, I'd forget about everything except Yahusha Messiah and his death on the torture stake. When I came to you, I was a bit unexperienced and weak, and I shook with fear. My teaching and my speaking were not with wise words that persuade people, but still, the proof of my teaching was the power that the Spirit gives. I did this so that your trust would be in Yahusha's power, not in human wisdom.
So what do you get from that, Hunter?
Paul started off very weak and fearful, scared.
Yeah.
And he just kept getting better and better. The longer he was in it,
yeah.
He was listening, he was learning, and now he's teaching people.
Yeah. So that's how we should be explaining things to people. Not using fancy words or anything, you know, because if you go up to someone who's never read the scripture before or anything, and you try to explain it to them, or they're showing interest and you want to explain something to them, or when you're making videos, or even just with your family, you don't want to confuse them by the way you're speaking, do you? So this is exactly what Paul's doing. He's not using fancy words or, you know, his wisdom or anything. He's just saying what Yahusha tells him to say, and says it simply, so it's easy to understand. Because if you use confusing words or fancy ways of saying things, it blocks the teaching or the message that Yahusha's trying to get to people.
You don't need to use fancy words to seem smart.
Yeah. And actually, a thing that I saw on Facebook, Chris did, and then Micah made into a cartoon thing, which I thought went into this chapter as well. It says, if you are in Yahusha and a gathering is called, Yahusha says, don't forsake the gathering of the believers. That is, drop whatever you're doing and be present at the time for your own growth. So that's agreeing what Paul is saying here. He said, forget about everything except Yahusha Messiah and his death on the torture stake. So when you come together as a group with your family, or if you're with an assembly of people, or even just by yourself, when you're talking to Yahusha or with other people, you're not bringing in worldly stuff. You're just focusing on Yahusha, what he wants the message to be, whatever the scripture's saying, and go into it. Not bring in, you know, judgments and, you know, worldly stuff and all that. We teach wisdom to people who are mature, but the wisdom we teach is not from this world. It is not the wisdom of the rulers of this world, who are losing their power, but we speak Yahusha's secret wisdom that has been hidden from everyone until now. Yahusha planned this wisdom for our esteem. He planned it before the world began. None of the rulers of this world understood this wisdom. If they had understood it, they would not have killed our great and esteemed master on the torture stake. But as the scripture says, no one has ever seen, no one has ever heard, no one has ever imagined what Yahusha has prepared for those who love him. What's his secret wisdom that's been hidden? Yeah.
The scripture, maybe. The wisdom, the knowledge, the wisdom that we have as believers. And, yeah, the knowledge and wisdom we have of the truth, not all the idolatry, all these lies. What do you think it is?
I think it's that Yahuah changed and he became Yahusha, and he became in flesh, and because it says none of the rulers of this world understood his wisdom, otherwise they wouldn't have killed him. So they didn't understand. Because if they had known that Yahusha, when he was walking around, was, to them, Yahuah, they wouldn't have killed him. They didn't understand that he was the Messiah. They didn't want to believe that. But we can see that, can't we?
Yeah.
How are you going to go on?
The Spirit knows all things. The Spirit even knows the deep secrets of Yahusha. It's like this. No one knows the thoughts that another person has. Only the person's spirit that lives inside them knows those thoughts. It's the same with Yahusha. No one knows Yahusha's thoughts except Yahusha's Spirit. And we received the Spirit that is from Yahusha, not the spirit of the world. We receive Yahusha's Spirit so that we can know all that he has given us.
So you can't read someone's thoughts, can you?
No.
If I was thinking something right now, you don't know what I'm thinking, do you?
No.
Only your spirit knows that. So your spirit knows what you're thinking, my spirit knows what I'm thinking. And Yahusha, the same thing. Yahusha's spirit knows what he's thinking. And whose spirit do we have?
Yahusha's.
Yahusha's spirit. So we can hear what he's saying, can't we?
Yeah.
When he's telling us stuff, you can hear him. And that's how, because we've been given his spirit, not the world's spirit. So that's how we can communicate with him, through the Spirit. And so we should be listening, because he's always talking to us. When we say this, we don't use words taught to us by human wisdom. We use words taught to us by the Spirit. We use the Spirit's words to explain supernatural truths. People who don't have Yahusha's Spirit obviously don't accept the things that come from his Spirit. They can't. They think these things are foolish. They cannot understand them because they can only be understood with the Spirit's help. But we, who have the Spirit, can make proper decisions about all these things. But anyone without the Spirit is not able to make proper decisions about us. As the Scriptures say, who can know what is on the Master's mind? Who is able to give him advice? But we have been given Yahusha Messiah's way of thinking and behaving. So, all the people in the world, they're not going to understand. They're not going to believe, and it'll be hard to try and say anything to them because they don't have his Spirit. They can't understand. That makes sense?
Yeah.
What do you get out of it?
To go to the top again. Basically, if we're in the Spirit doing a meeting, or just not even a meeting, just we're in Yahusha's Spirit, 2 or more gathered. You don't bring up the worldly stuff. Like, we're talking about something, you try to reference it with, say, video games or something worldly. That's stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That Satan makes Satan.
Should be thinking about
Idolatry.
those things.
Yeah.
When we're reading scripture or talking about something.
If we're in the middle of a meeting or something, you shouldn't be wanting to get out.
Yeah.
And go on games or
What did this one say?
stuff. If you're in Yahusha and a gathering is called, Yahusha says, don't forsake the gathering of the believers. That is, drop whatever you are doing and be present at the time for your own growth.
So yeah, don't forsake it. Don't be like, whatever. It doesn't matter. We come together every week. I don't feel like it. Doesn't matter. I don't have to listen today.
Yeah.
Because it says, drop whatever you're doing and be present. So whatever you're doing before we all came together, if you're, playing games, watching TV, out and about with your friends, whatever, you just stop that and you come together and you focus on what Yahusha's saying.
And of course you can't go instantly, so you don't have to be smart.
Yeah. And because it's for our own growth. And because that's what Paul was saying, we can speak to him through his Spirit, because we have a Spirit. So when we come together, listen to what he's saying, because we can. Not the people out of the world can't, because they don't have a Spirit.
Yeah, we have a spirit and not a soul, though.
Yeah.
That's bull crap.
Yeah.
Not a soul. So people could mistake it, or
Yeah.
It's just stupid souls.
And also, another thing, when we are all together and listening to Yahusha and saying what he wants us to say, just in, you know, easy way to understand for people. You know, not confusing it and trying to make it all fancy and prove you have knowledge and intelligence by saying all complicated stuff. Just easy, because it just, if it's confusing, people are either A, not going to listen because they don't understand, or yeah, it's just blocking the message from them.
Yeah.
So that's how we should be doing it. Well, that's all for Corinthians chapter 2. Thanks, brothers and sisters. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
No, I thought that was interesting. Because, like, you know, I can't hear your thoughts, can I? No. You can't hear my thoughts. You can't hear anyone's thoughts.
No.
But the things that Yahusha are telling us, they're his thoughts. Because we have a spirit.
Yeah.
So, pretty good if, you know, listen.
Yeah.
Knowledge doesn't mean anything, remember that? Having worldly knowledge and intelligence doesn't mean anything.
Why?
It's about Yahusha's.
Just because I'm...
Yeah, you don't need to have studied the scripture for
Just
years.
because I'm young and I don't have much worldly knowledge doesn't mean I can't say what I see and know about the scriptural knowledge. That's what Dad always says.
It's like, yeah, knowing the scripture, like having studied and whatever, it's good, but you don't need to have all that. You don't have to be book smart. Like, you know, you just need to be listening to them. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't read the scripture, but, you know, some people study it. They've been studying it for years and years, read it back and front multiple times and done multiple studies and stuff, but, like, that doesn't mean if you haven't done that, you can't, you know.
Doesn't mean it's stupid.
You can't hear them, yeah.